What up, everyone? Have you ever felt overwhelmed trying to train for a triathlon, marathon, ultra marathon? Or maybe you've been stuck in a training rut doing the same workout over and over again and not seeing any progress? Well, what if I told you there's an app that can take the guesswork out of your training and help you crush your goals? That's exactly what we're talking about today. I've been testing out this app called Motive. It is a tool designed for triathletes, endurance athletes, runners, cyclists, swimmers. It's designed just for those endurance athlete people. And let me tell you up front, it's packed with features that could really help you in your training journey. But is it worth the hype? Is it the right fit for you? I guess you have to stick around to find out. Because in this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know about the Motive app. The good, the bad, and whether it's the secret weapon that you've been looking for to level up your performance. So let's dive right into it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to share my screen right here so y'all can see what I'm looking at, and we're just going to run through the app, everything there is. So I will say this is an app on your phone, Android or iPhone, whatever you got, but it's also a website, so you can pull it up on your computer as well. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, but I will say everything on the website is exactly the same as it is on the app, so you shouldn't get confused. It has the same options on the website as it does on the app. We're just going to run through on the computer because it's easier for me to record the video that way. But yeah, you can get everything you can right on your phone. It's very convenient, and so far, it's very convenient, and y'all will see as we get into it. But first and foremost, here's the home page. This is what you call your dashboard. So it'll have your training for that day. It'll have a little coach's message up here. And here's a little training summary. So, first off, I forgot to tell y'all, I've used this app personally to train for my first ever Ironman. Never done any endurance training ever. I use this app for my Ironman, and I knocked it out the park. I beat my goal by like 2 hours. My goal was 14 hours. I did it in 12 hours and 13 minutes. And I never hired a coach. Didn't hire anybody to help me. I strictly used this app, and it worked. So it speaks for itself. And currently, right now, I'm training for a 100-mile ultra marathon, and I'm using this app as well for my training. But there's a little caveat to the ultra marathon, so y'all stick around. We'll talk about that as we get to it. But yeah, you'll see some of my hours on here. All-time hours, 353, 343 activities. You can do 7 days, 28 days, all time. And it just gives you some stats if you record your workouts into the app. So that's something we'll talk about too. Next, you have groups. So this is basically like a social media app right here where you can basically like post on here. You can you can see other people's stats on here, and it's just like a community page basically. So you can talk to people, you can add friends on here, you can follow them to see their workouts, they can see your workouts. You can join different groups, like say you're doing a specific Ironman or you're doing a specific ultra, you can join that group for that race, and it'll be other people that's doing that same race with you. So that's very convenient. I did Ironman Florida in 2023, so I joined the Ironman Florida group. So you just have to look up and see if your race is on there, and if not, you can start one for your race. Next tab is the training plan. So this is your actual training. So this is where all your meat and potatoes are for this app. And the way this app works, the way it creates your training plan is it uses a list of your metrics that you fill out, and it creates a training plan based off of you, your goals, and where you're at personally right now, and what kind of race you're training for. And it basically uses an algorithm to do this. I guess you could call it AI or an algorithm. I really don't know how it works, but it works very well, and I think it's very unique. So yeah, this is my training plan for my week. Currently, I'm training for an ultra, so I'm doing more running, but I do have 1 day of swimming as kind of active recovery, and then I have a day of biking as active recovery as well. And I'm also weight training Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I don't have it on here. And you can adjust these. These are not set in stone. You can move these. Like say, for example, I missed this workout today and I wanted to make it up on Sunday. I could grab this and move it to Sunday. So it's a lot easier to do this on the app. Actually, I can't move that one because I already marked it. We'll look down here. So like look down here. You can grab these little dots right here, and you can move this to the next day if you need to. And then it puts a rest day there. But yeah, so if you miss them, you can move them around, but that's very convenient. But let's first go to how you create these workouts. So what you want to do is you want to go to races. You can input all your races in here, so you can see my completed race. I did Ironman Florida, upcoming race. This is my ultra, and then this is like my current training focus, the season overview. So what you want to do is go to add race. That's trying to get you to buy the premium. We'll get into how much it costs later if you want to use the premium. There is a free version. That's what I'm using right now. I actually paid for the I can't add another because Oh dang, I can't add another because I don't have the premium version. We're gonna delete this race. Yeah, so when you want to add your first race in here, what you do is you go over here to the races tab. It's gonna have upcoming races. You click add a race name. So the race I'm doing is called the Chief Ladigo 100. Race date, you'll put the date in. The race I'm doing is April 12th. Race location, you don't really have to put that. I'm not going to put that. Race type. Okay, so here's all your options for your race types. Triathlon. So this app was originally created for triathletes. It was originally a triathlon based plan because the guy that made this, his name's Triathlon Taryn, or actually he don't really go by that anymore. But look him up on YouTube. The Motive Training, I think it's my motivators, something like that. Motive. Just look up the Motive app, you'll find it. He made a ton of YouTube videos about triathlon training, which I used a lot of his videos for my training when I was learning because I'd never done it before. So I watched a bunch of them and learned a lot. So this is your triathlon. It has your different options. So your different distances: Ironman, half Ironman, Olympic, sprint. So that's your different triathlon options. Then if you're doing a cycling race, you can do less than 6 hour bike race, 2 to 6 hour bike race, or my bad, greater than 6 hour bike race, 2 to 6 hour bike race, less than 2 hour bike race. Running, so 100K or longer run, 50-mile trail run, 50K trail run, marathon, half marathon, 10K, 5K. And then swim run, so that's basically you swim and then you run. So it's like half of a triathlon basically. And then you have duathlon, so that's biking and running. So that's kind of the same thing, just without the swimming. But yeah, it has all these different options, which I think is very cool that you can do all these different races. So it's like I said, it's mainly for triathlons, but I'm using it to do my ultra marathon. So for me, I'm going to click this one, 100K or longer run. Race location. Let's just we'll do, it needs a city. Let's see. It's in Jacksonville, Alabama. Add race. Boom. So there it is. You have your race. And what it will do is it will automatically create a training plan for you. So we'll go back to the training plan tab, and boom, you can see how I already have it kind of set up here. And what you can do is you can go into your schedule over here. And so this is like the algorithm-based training plan that's going to make for you. But you can adjust this to fit your schedule better because everybody's schedule is going to be a little different depending on when you work, when you can train, things like that. So what you want to do is you go up here to change hours. All right, so what you do is these are how many hours you can train per week. So it gives you this little message right here, and it tells you based off how many hours you train, what you can expect. So if you go down to 6 hours of training, see how it adjusts your training days. So now it goes down to 2 days a week. And this says finishing will be hard. If you bump that up to 7 hours a week, it adds one more training session in there. I want to cross the finish line. So this means you just want to finish. This will be the bare minimum you need to do to cross the finish line. Then you can bump it up to 8 hours a week. I want to cross the finish line. So it didn't change, but it did add a strength training session in there. You can go to 8.5 hours a week, and it adds another. Actually, move the strength training to here, and it added a fitness run. And that still says I want to cross the finish line. Go up to 9 hours a week, and it adds a yoga session in there. And this says I want to finish feeling strong. So that's a little bit better there. Go up to 9.5 hours a week, and this is actually where I had it. So it adds more in there. And then you can also go up to 10 hours a week. Now, this is going to change depending on what your race is and what you're training for. So I think when I did my Ironman, it was actually more hours than this. I think it was up to like 15 hours or something like that. So it's based on what training plan you selected. So I selected the ultra training, so that's why it's just running. But if you do Ironman, it will add in biking sessions in there, swimming sessions in there, running sessions in there. And I think it actually increases the hours. I can't remember exactly what it was, actually. But yeah, depending on what your race is, it will determine these races based off the information that you give it. So yeah, then whatever you change it to, then you can change these around. Say you want to do 9.5 hours a week, but for some reason on Monday, you can't run. You can't run on Monday. So what you can do is you can move this run, say, to Wednesday, and then you can leave it like that if you want it off on Monday. Or if you wanted to move your strength training session, you can move this back to Monday, or vice like you can move these around however you want them to fit your schedule better. So actually what I did was I'm working out on Monday. I took off for running on Monday because my 2 long days are Saturday and Sunday. So like these are my 2 long workouts. So Monday I want to have an off day to recover. So I moved it from here, and then I kind of manipulated these to fit my schedule better. Actually, I took out the yoga because I ain't doing that. And so yeah, you can manipulate these, and you'll see how I did mine. I'm not going to save this. What you would do is just hit update training plan here, And then when you do, it'll update your algorithm of your workouts. So I'm not going to save this, so I can go back to my training plan. And now y'all can see how I made my training plan. So Monday, oh, never mind, this updated. Okay, yeah, so this updated from where I just saved it, but I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. This is my normal training plan. So Monday, I have workout and swim. Tuesday, and my first intense run. Wednesday, fitness run. Thursday, steady run. Friday, I have a steady bike. So that's just like kind of, this is another recovery day for me. I just do this very light. And this is just set me up for the weekend because I'm going to have 2 long runs on the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday are my 2 longest runs basically for the week. I mean, this week wasn't very long, 60 hours, but this run's pretty long. And then after these 2 long days, it goes back to Monday where I have the off day. So that updates your algorithm for like your whole training plan. But for specifically this 1 week, like say for this week down here, it's going to be, one day is going to be different. So maybe I need to change something just for this one day. And that's where you can move these around just for this 1 week. So when you move these around, it's not going to move it for your whole training plan. It's just going to move it for this 1 week. If you want to change these days for every week, then you need to go back in here in your schedule and you need to change them here and then update your plan. And that will update it. So like if you always want to work out on Friday, your strength day, you always want it on Friday, you move it here, hit update training plan. And then if you go back here, then it will change it here. So every Friday is your strength day. But this week, I can't work out on Friday. Let's say that, for example, I want to work out on Thursday. I want to move it here. So it only changes it for that 1 week, if that makes sense. So it makes it very flexible. You can change things around per week, or you can change your whole training plan around. But if I was you, I would try to stick to the algorithm-based plan that it gives you the best you can, because there's a reason they structured your workout this way. There's a reason they added these days when they did. There's a reason behind it. So if you can, leave it the way they have it the best you can. But I know that doesn't work for everybody's schedule, so then you will have to change it around. I actually changed it around myself, but that's because it just didn't work with my work schedule, my daily life, things like that. So that's something you can do. So yeah, that's for races. Another option you can do is you can go to zones, and you can change your zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Because when it gives you workouts, it's going to show you, it's going to tell you what zone to be in. It's going to tell you what time to be in, things like that. So you can change your max heart rate, your resting heart rate, your bike power, your run pace. And these are all old. These are from my Ironman, so I probably need to update these so to give you better, more accurate zones to be in. So and these are more kind of things it can give you down here. I don't really use these very much. This is racing guidelines. So tells you your RPE, things like that. You can get in here and play around with all these different metrics like your heart rate, your bike power, run pace, things like that. So like for example here, for a 5K, you want to run at 8:54 mile pace. So yeah, you can go down here to my account, and this is just your account information. I consider myself triathlete. I'm intermediate level, male. Put your weight in. So it'll use these metrics too for your training plan. So like you want to change your units, your weight, your sex, things like that. You can do my account. You can hook your Facebook and Apple account if you want. Billing, connections. So this is the cool thing about the premium version of this app is you can hook it up to Training Peaks. You can hook it up to Strava, to Connect. That's Garmin. You can hook it to your Garmin watch, or you can hook it to your Wahoo if you have a Wahoo trainer for your bike. And when you update, when you save your workouts on those apps, since it's linked, you can link it to this app, it will automatically add in all your workouts to this. It'll add all your workout metrics, and you can see that. That's what all these metrics and stuff are here. It's like your bike, your swim, your run, and all that. It will update here. So you don't have to use that if you don't want to. I actually don't use any of those, but you can. But you do have to have the premium version to do this, to hook these up. And then it has a help center down there where you can ask questions, but we're not going to go to that. So yeah, let's go into one of the workouts so y'all can see the workouts and how they come up. And then we'll get into the pricing and things like that for the app. All right, so we're going to go into the training plan. We're going to look at some of these workouts so you can see how it creates a workout and how they're laid out for you. So if you're on the free version, you will have to watch a 15-second ad when you click on these the first time. But then as you keep clicking on them, you don't have to watch the ad again. But yeah, so for example, this is one of my fitness run trainings. This is a 40 to 50 minute run. So it says easy run for 40 to 50 minutes. And then right here, it tells you the more details. Easy run in zone 2, heart rate under 4 RPE. So if you upgrade to the premium version, it will give you more personalized details. You don't have to. I'm not using the premium right now, but I did for my Ironman. And I will say, if you're going to train for more than one race, it makes sense to buy the premium, but you don't have to have it. And then you can add in your stats for this workout. Like I can add in my total distance, I can add in my total time, average heart rate, max heart rate. If you have the free version, you're gonna have to input those manually. But if you have the premium version and you have one of those apps that we just talked about hooked up to it, it will update all this for you automatically. So that's a nice feature. And honestly, it's probably worth paying the subscription fee for the little features like this. It really probably is. And it's affordable. So yeah, it even give you a little note down here, and each workout gives you a little note like this. So it says pre-workout, I want to eat a low-carb meal prior to my workout, but don't train fasted. So during the workout, you want to target 239 calories per hour from a non-carb source. And these calories and stuff are going to be based off the metrics you put in. So like your weight, your sex, age, things like that, your heart rate, it'll take all that into account. It's all algorithm based. So it picks up on your specific needs, which is very nice. It's very custom to you. Well, the most custom that it can be. But yeah, each workout will be like this. So that's a run workout. Let's show you a different one. Let's go to strength. Here's a strength workout. So it'll give you a video. So that's the cool thing about this app. It'll give you, for all the strength workouts, it has a video, and a lot of the swimming workouts, it will put a video on there to show you exactly how to do the drill that it's telling you to do, which is very convenient, and it tells you exactly what to do, shows you how to do it, and you can just click on the video and watch it right in the app. You don't have to go to a different website. But yeah, warm up, 5 to 10 minutes of light body weight activation. It'll give you all your sets that you need to do in a cool down, and then again, it gives you your little meal tip. So pre-workout, you want to eat 30 to 40 grams of carbs, light electrolyte drink, less than 40 calories. So it's pretty tailored to you. Got a lot of information, which is what I like. And I don't have any swim exercise. Yeah, let's click on this one. So here's my swim exercise, just for an example. So all these blue things are links. So these will be videos that you can click on. So it gives you your warm up, your prep set, your main set. Again, it gives you your workout. Your meal for that workout. And then at the bottom, this is where you click the status. So you can click I didn't do it, I adjusted it if you changed anything, and then you can click yes as written. So for example, say I did this swim, I can click yes as written, then I would click save workout. But yeah, that's what you would do. I'll just show you one of these videos. So here's a 3-stroke switch drill. You can just click on this link and it pulls up a video, so you can sit there and watch it right in the app. So while you're swimming, I actually do this while I'm at the pool. I'll literally just have my phone beside the pool and I'll watch it in between if I don't know what that drill is. But I've done all these for a while, so I know the drills now. But if you need them, they're there. So it's very convenient. This is a steady swim, 45 to 60 minutes. So it's pretty straightforward on what to do. Like, it don't just say swim for 30 minutes. It gives you the exact warm up, the exact drills to do, the exact amount of sets, the time you'll need to do it, the intensity you need to do it at. So it's all designed to help you get better, get stronger, and get faster. It's like all these runs, over time, these runs, they'll get longer, they'll get faster, they'll challenge you more. So as you can see, just for example, we'll go to Sunday. This is my long run. So for example, this is my main run on Sunday. See right here, it was 2 hours. Well, we'll go back down. So this Sunday is 2 hours. Next Sunday is going to go up to 3 hours. And then this is like a deload week, so it goes back down to 2.5 hours. So what it does is it'll build up over time. So for example, this week, 2 hours. Next Sunday, it'll be 3 hours. Then it goes down to 2.5 hours, so a little easier to let your body recover. And then this is like a deload week, so it really lets your body recover. It goes down to 80 minutes. And then it goes back up to 230. And then the next week, 3 hours. Then the next week, 4 to 5 hours. So it progressively builds you up, and then it gives you, every like third or fourth week, it'll give you a deload week. So it goes back down. So as you can see, it's only 75 minutes here. And then this is getting you ready for the race, because that's when it is. But yeah, you can tell it gradually builds up over time, gets harder, more intense. So I think it's great. It works out. It's very easy to follow. That's why I like it. It gives you exactly what to do. You just follow the workout to a T, and you will be prepared, I promise, if you do it correctly. That's all I did for my Ironman, and I completed the Ironman, and I never done one before. So it worked for me. If it worked for me, it can work for you too. Just follow the plan. Don't miss a day. Like, it's pretty simple. That's what I like about it. Everything's laid out for you. You don't have to question, oh, what am I going to do today? How fast am I going to go today? How far am I going to go today? What drills do I need to do today? It takes all that guesswork out of it. You just literally just follow the plan, and that's what I really like about it. Super, super simple to follow, and yeah, there's not much else to it. I know a lot of people use Training Peaks. It's a very popular website. I actually chose not to do that because I like how this one's algorithm based, so it will change based off of what you put into it. Normally on Training Peaks, you just buy a pre-made training plan and follow it. I actually like this one a little better. This one's actually a lot cheaper, so that's what I like. We'll get into the pricing. So if you go to the pricing, they do have a free version, which is what I'm using. And honestly, I think it's awesome to have a free version because you get a lot out of the free version, and you can see if you like the app first before you pay for it by using the free version. And honestly, you never even have to pay for the premium if you don't want to. It is nice to have the premium. We'll say it is nice, but you don't have to get it. So it gives you all these things. I'm not going to sit here and read all these and bore you. If you really want to look into everything, it gives you, pause the video right now and you can read what's on the screen. I'll show you. Yeah. So pause the video here and you can read all the different, what it gives you. But yeah, free version, never have to pay $1. Premium version, $20 a month. Or you can do premium annual if you're going to buy it for a year. It's $180. So you save a little money by paying it for the whole year. And honestly, I would just do that. I would just pay for the year because probably what you're training for, you're going to be training out a while for it. But yeah, $20 a month, that's a steal. You can't beat that. It's worth it to me, in my opinion, to pay $20 a month. Because this is like your own personal AI coach, basically, is what it is that you're paying for $20 a month. That's cheap, in my opinion. So it's worth it for all the features that you get. So you can add in multiple races if you have the premium version. You can connect to the apps, like I mentioned, the Training Peaks, the Strava, the Wahoo, your Garmin. You can add, you can do all that. It takes all the ads off the app if you pay for the premium version, and it just gives you pretty much everything you need. So if you're going to be training several months for something, I would suggest go ahead and invest in the app. Pay for $20 a month. That's not bad. It's very affordable, in my opinion. It's going to be cheaper than most apps out there. It's going to be cheaper than hiring a coach. It's going to be cheaper than Training Peaks, probably, because Training Peaks depends on which one you buy on there. But yeah, if you're one of those people that you don't necessarily need a in-person coach, if you can just follow a training plan and that works for you, then I highly recommend this. This is what I use and it worked great. I know personal coaches can be very expensive. Now, if you need a personal coach, I would probably go the personal coach route. Yeah, it's going to be more expensive, but it can be very beneficial for a lot of people to do that. So that's going to be based on you and what you need. And then if you click up here, if you click your name, it'll bring up your page, and it just shows you like your latest activity and things on your page. So you can see my info, my age, the race I'm doing currently, my experience level, and then I added some photos in here from when I finished my Ironman. Added a new race, things like that. This is like your personal feed, but you don't have to post on here if you don't want to. I did just kind of just so I can remember it. Yeah, you can go to edit profile and update all these. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much everything about the app. Personally, I recommend the app. I like it a lot. I'm kind of biased though because I used it to train for my first ever Ironman and it worked for me. So I liked it a lot. I never used anything else, so I can't really compare it to Training Peaks or having a personal coach because I didn't go that route. But I like this so much, I decided to use it again for my ultra marathon. Now, I will say one thing about the ultra marathon is it only goes up to 100K. It says 100K or longer, but really, I don't think some of the workouts are long enough for what I'm training for. I'm training for a 100-mile, and I've looked at several other training plans online for a 100-mile, and a lot of those have a lot more volume to them compared to what this app gives to me. So I'm a little concerned that I'm not going to have enough training in. So I have been following this plan. I'm following this plan, how it's designed. But I guess we'll see on race day. Because like a lot of the training plans I've seen, like the longest runs they have are like 20 miles. But then they'll do 20 miles on Saturday and turn around and do it again on Sunday. And that's how a lot of them were. So for 100 miles, I think it may be necessary to do some more longer runs like that. And for me, my training plan, the longest run I have is 4 to 5 hours. And you only do that one time. So that's not even 20 miles for me. I'd run about a 10-minute mile. So if you do that, what's 4 hours? That's what, 16 miles? No, that's not right. 10-minute miles. That would be 12, 18. I mean, yeah. So that one run would be like 20 miles. But none of the other ones are. See, this 3-hour run, that's going to be 18 miles for me. And you never do them back to back. Like I only do an hour run here, and then 3 hour run here. But then I do a 40-minute run here, and then a 5 hour run here. So I don't know. It concerns me that there's not enough volume, but like I said, I don't know. I've never run an ultra, so I don't know really how much I need. I guess we'll find out when I do my ultra. So y'all stick around. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so y'all can see my video. I'm going to be recording my race for sure, and I'm doing a little YouTube series of, record my journey of 100 miles. So y'all can follow along with that if you want to. And I also did a series on my Ironman. So I have a lot of videos about my Ironman on my account. So y'all can go back and look at those. So y'all can check out my Ironman training. But yeah, that's my only concern about the ultra. But other than that, for an Ironman, it works great. Promise you, if you're doing triathlon, do it. And you don't have to do Ironman. Like, you can pick different length races on there. If you're just doing a sprint one, or if you're just doing an Olympic one, you can select that on there as well. So yeah, for triathlons, it works great. We're using it for the ultra now. But yeah, I like the app. I think it's very affordable if you want the premium. If not, you can use the free version. So like, you can't complain about the free version. You really can't. The only thing about the free version that stinks is you have to watch a 15-second ad. But honestly, 15 seconds is not a big deal. Like, I can do that once a day. Oh well, like, it's worth it to me to watch the 15-second ad. So yeah, it's a great app. Y'all check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you have used this app before, let me know what's your favorite part about the app down below, and how is it different from like other apps that y'all have used. How's it different from Training Peaks or hiring a coach? I want to know. Or if there's any other apps out there that is a competitor to this that may be better, or maybe a different option, or if you have one specifically for ultras, y'all let me know down in the comments so I can check it out. But yeah, as of right now, this is what I'm using for my race, and hopefully we cross the finish line. 100 miles is a very long way. I know it's gonna be hard. It's coming up soon in like 2 months, so I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great time. I enjoyed my experience with this app, and I think you will too. I think you'll like it. And you don't just have to be a triathlete. You could be a runner, biker, swimmer. I think it's good for all those, and you can really learn a lot from using this app. It will literally make it super, super simple for you to train. It will break everything down, say exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It has the whole 9 yards. Like, this is literally a personal coach in your pocket, because it shows up on your cell phone, and everything you need is right here, I promise. And the app, super simple to use. Once you set up your training plan in the app, it's easy. You only have to set it up one time, and that's it for the rest of your race, and it updates all your training plans for you from there on out. So just do it once, and you will not regret it, I promise. Check out the app. Shout out to Taryn for making this app. He also has a podcast I like to listen to. But yeah, he's doing great things for the endurance community out there. So yeah, I just wanted to spread the word about the app, because I think it's not a lot of people know about it. It's getting bigger now. A lot of people are finding the app, but it's not as big as some of those other apps like Training Peaks. So I think it's a good app to push out there, and for people to try out, because it's a good app. So yeah, y'all try it out. Let me know what you think. Don't like and if you like the video. If you're going to check out the app, go ahead, drop me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all in the next video. Oh yeah, and wait, go ahead and watch this video right here, because YouTube thinks you'll like it.